Welcome back to Love of One podcast, episode 10, The New Human. I'm Angela Bolton, and I have just returned back from my Oversoul embodiment snap-in. That means that my Oversoul, beyond my higher self, but my soul itself, its original blueprint, has snapped into my energetic and physicality here on this planet. My work has been leading up to this point for the last 3 years. For lifetimes, but religiously and exponentially over the last 3 years. This particular episode was kind of like the final information that I needed in order to settle into myself, understand and trust the process of this Oversoul embodiment ceremony I was embarking on in October of 2025 in Mount Shasta. I want to give a thanks first to Bri Anahata, who is my beautiful soul sister, medicine woman, and midwife to my birthing my ceremony. There are no words to describe how impactful and transformational that ceremony was. It really came into more of a becoming home. Like I really felt home in myself, in my body, for the very first time ever, really. It really kind of turned into more of a vision quest, I guess you could say, and a true knowing of my complete wholeness of myself. This particular session is an in-between life session of hypnosis, which I went into with the intention and guided with the intention of understanding my soul contract for this lifetime. Everything that I've been doing to heal my ancestral patterns, my own wounding, my lifetimes of wounding, the messages I've seen through plant medicine, other hypnosis sessions, meditation, gong ceremony, all these modalities are featured on Love of One, and then some that are not featured on Love of One, like Combo the Frog or float meditation baths or breath work that I do. All these things that I've been doing religiously to clear all of this stuff. It really came down to courage and the desire of courage to understand and fully embody oneself and evolve into the next evolutionary phase of the new human. This particular hypnosis session was recorded on August 18th of 2025, months before the ceremony of becoming my truest, highest self, beyond my highest self, my Oversoul. We all have the capability to have the courage to chase and desire to chase our self-love, our homecoming, our understanding, and truly embody love. And this session highlights all of these things that I knew were coming, but yet I still didn't trust in the information that was coming through, even though scientifically hypnosis is proven to be accurate from the subconscious mind. So this particular episode holds a lot of energy. Those that feel called to listen to this today, as you're listening to me now, I invite you to take a few deep breaths before you enter the portal of space of this information. My star council came through the halls of Amati, where all the new human codes are stored for New Earth and for ourselves of our evolutionary phase. This goes into direct information from my star council of those that are mentioned within. There are new human codes directly embedded in this transmission. Feel free to draw them out as you hear them. They're definitely explained of how they land. Use those symbols to sit with, draw with, meditate with. They are new human codes. They are real, they are amazing, and they're quite powerful. This is my gift to you today. I had all these other words in this script and teleprompter, and I scrapped it because it wasn't authentic. And I am moving from nothing but true authenticity through my heart coherence of self-love and gratitude and a different higher dimensional self. I want to also thank Mariko, who has been on this podcast a couple times. I get emotional. She is amazing soul sister who inspires all of us and is so powerful. And also, I can't even explain like how I ran into her and how we reunited as souls. It was quite extraordinary introduction. She holds a beautiful, loving space. She really does a great job of this in between life hypnosis. Her process is different than others that I've experienced hypnosis with. And it's such a deep, profound information. I hope you enjoy. I hope you learn. Let any emotions come through if they will. They come through with me every time I listen to it. And again, it came through so differently during the editing process. Take what you want, what resonates, and of course, always leave the rest behind. Thank you.
So what's happening?
My husband found me.
Your husband found you. And what happens next?
He was screaming for help and crying.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't know why I said I'm sorry.
And what happens next?
I took a big exhale out, and on my exhale, my soul left my body
Okay.
as if my exhale rushed me out.
Uh-huh. Okay. So just describe what you're experiencing now.
I'm going up this warm, lit wormhole to Orion.
Oh, just describe what you're seeing, what you're feeling.
I'm feeling light. I'm feeling like joy, like a relief.
Yeah. And take
Love.
a are you in a physical form right now?
No, I'm just light.
You're light.
I'm big and bright, white, light,
White. White light. Okay.
like almost blinding, like the brightest, whitest ball of big light
Yeah, beautiful. And does it
with
feel like
like,
you're being pulled up or does it feel like you're
there's like maybe gold specks that are like dust just surrounding my big light, bright body. And they're just
cool.
gently lifting me.
The gold specks are lifting you?
Yeah,
Ah, what's the significance of the gold specks?
angelic form,
Ah,
archangels.
ah. Tell me more about them.
They're so lovely and sweet and purifying.
Ah, yeah. And are they purifying you right now?
Yes, they're purifying my light after that lifetime.
Ah,
That was a really hard lifetime I signed up for to
yeah.
catapult me into the next life.
See. And so right now, are you still moving?
Yes, we're almost to where we need to be.
Beautiful.
I feel large and expansive again. I miss this feeling. Mm. The higher I get, the bigger I am becoming.
Ah, what's the significance of this change in your size?
I'm coming back to my original form.
I see. Just describe yourself after this process of
I feel like
purification.
I just feel like I just look like one big eyeball.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, like I'm just like if I were to describe it in human terms, it would be like a big, huge ball of light, like almost planet size with a big
Wow.
eyeball.
With a big eyeball.
Yeah, yeah,
Huh.
a really
Huh.
big, crystal clear eyeball.
Crystal clear. Okay. And what's the significance of this eyeball?
I'm the all-seeing eye.
Ah, okay. And what are you experiencing right now?
I'm feeling this huge expansion in my chest right now.
Oh, wow. Just describe that in more detail.
Like all of a sudden, it's all clear.
Huh. Tell me more about that.
Like I feel
So clear.
I feel my body right now just feels so expansive, like it's blowing up like a big planet.
Wow.
Not to explode, just to expand. I feel like my body is getting really round.
Wow. And how does this feel for you? Is it pleasant? Is it unpleasant?
It feels real,
Ah,
feels normal.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And so you
feels
look like a
normal.
big planet,
Oh my gosh, I'm a big white indigo planet.
white indigo planet. And what is the significance of the white? And what is the significance of the indigo?
The white is angelic,
Uh huh.
pure archangel light, and the indigo. They said I have to take a big breath before they tell me. Is my eye, throat, heart coherent?
Coherence. Tell me
Of
more
the
about that.
all-seeing eye,
Um,
the all-seeing eye that looks over all with source. I am not source. Source is in all of us. I am his eye, his feminine eye.
huh. How does this feel for you? This knowledge, does this feel familiar? Does it come as a surprise to you?
I think it comes as a surprise in my human form,
Yeah.
this existence, but outside of that, it feels normal.
Yeah. And you said they. Who is the they that's communicating with you right now?
My star council that I hand chosen before I came in,
Uh-huh. So are they around you right now?
they're always around me.
Uh, and can you see them right now? Or is it just you?
I always see the mantis because they're always so close to me.
I see. So just describe in more detail who you can see around you as you're in this large planet-sized form.
The mantis. I
A
think they're
mantis?
funny. They don't think they are, but I think
Is it just one mantis you see?
Mm, they're showing me one stepping forward, but it's so big because it's a collective.
Uh-huh. Just describe this mantis in more detail.
He looks just like that, a mantis and big eyes and tall, green. He probably looks like 10 feet tall to me right now because the more the collective body one encompasses, the larger they get in size in the etherical.
Mhm.
They're
So
here to help me through my activation of myself and others. They're also here to make sure my health is okay and that my health remains as constant and settled as possible through this transformation.
beautiful.
I have the Syrians stepping in from Sirius, and
Yeah,
they are also part of this collective new human species, hence why they beamed me up. I don't like to use the word abduction because that's derogatory, but that's why they've had many contacts with me. And when they took me, borrowed me with permission, and I remember that was because I wanted to start remembering.
I see. And right now they're here, the Syria.
They're here, yes, they're stepping forward.
How many are
They
there?
are part of my mission.
Okay.
There are three in particular that are standing forward with me.
Can you describe those three?
They all look the same,
Hmm.
but to me, they don't just look like figures, they look like symbols.
Hmm. Tell me more about that. How do they look like symbols?
That's how I recognize their soul,
Hmm.
their oversoul. Everybody has symbols. It's your identification number, if you will. But
Can you
the
describe
symbol,
those three? Hmm. Can you describe those three symbols right now?
yeah, one is a swirl that goes around 4 times with 6 dots on the outer edge facing north
Hmm.
and one line on the right that is in equal proportion to size from top to bottom of the spiral.
Mm-hmm.
The next is a star that you would see with the centers not filled in, with a spiral to the right in between the 2 points of the right and the left, from the
Mm-hmm.
top to to the right, with a little spiral. It goes around 4 times
Mm-hmm.
and has a line on the left on the outer points of the star.
Okay.
And the next one has a triangle facing up, a triangle facing down, stacked on each other,
Mm-hmm.
with 2 lines on either side in equal proportions to the top and the bottom, just
Mm.
touching the outer edges of the triangle.
Okay. Are you aware of the significance of any of these parts of these symbols? The spirals, for example, triangle.
That is a great question. They represent how the Oversoul descends into the body.
Mm.
It spirals as above, so below the triangles, the
Yeah,
star body, the center of the heart,
I
the body,
see.
the human body. The star with the spiral is the star. It represents all points of the human body, with the spiral off to the right, as that's where the energy gets cleared from. It spirals out. So the triangles are above and below between the body. If a body were to stand solidly straight, they would match the edges of this of the lines on the sides of the triangles in equal proportion. The triangles above are as above, so below. And the spiral is, we spiral to our descent.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So other than this mantis being and the 3 Syrians that you see more predominantly, are there any other beings right now that you can see?
There are many.
Uh-huh.
The significance of the mantis, he just moved my neck. Thank you.
Oh, why did he do that?
There was some energy that needed to be moved, and when I moved it, I heard my neck crack like 4 times.
Okay. And where are you right now with these other beings?
I'm in the halls of Amante.
Just describe the halls of Amante. What do you notice around you?
Everybody.
Is this like a big hole? Is there
Yeah,
walls? Are there?
it is a huge hall. And there are walls, but there doesn't appear to be a ceiling.
I see. How does it feel being in here?
Stuffy, just because there's so many people here.
Who are all of these people?
They're all here to help me with my mission.
Do you know all of them?
Of course I do.
I see.
The mantis are here to assist my body, but when it's completed, they will know how to assist others' bodies through me for them. They will. This body, Syrians want to say something. To clarify, this particular avatar body is really just a vessel. It had to go through the human experience so that it fit within the blueprint and energetic structure of this planet in human form. And there was still soul growth and energetic patterns that needed to be completed, hence the past life bleed into this life. That has been corrected. The wound is clear. Whatever is left now is just residual that will work itself out and already is. We will need light language every now and then through the session. This is how she interprets all beings. Part of her seeing eye ability with indigo of heart, throat, eye coherence. She sees, speaks, understands, all from the heart, each other back to the heart. This body is a vessel for all of us collectively to utilize through as a conduit for our mission ahead of us. We are all gathered in the Hall of Amante at this time to show her, to ensure that this vessel, this soul, remembers her mission and is okay to move forward at this time. This is the Sirius Star Nation. We are gathered here today with her, with the 3 in front as captains and co-captains along this mission with her body and her mind. Our purpose is to forge the new human forward from heart coherence. The mantis are along to serve as a stabilizer in energetic field and palm of hand through this avatar vessel. They are the great healers of our star system. Orion wants to come next.
Beautiful.
We thank you.
Thank you.
Maria to anari siku ano na teturia to ana na yada. Ku ana yitu ue tara su watu una na yitaka. We are here from Orion representation. Bayitu ano na yitu watiki wana na yitu. We are the ones providing the symbols. Vita unana. As she is ready. Too many symbols will flood her nervous system. This is a test run before her final descent of Oversoul. All these symbols at one time. We are the keepers of the afterlife. Life review. This is her past life where we worked strictly together to set this up in parallel. Her time as Ma'at, as you would call her energy. Through Orion and Lyran star systems, Ma'at, as you would call her, would float in and out of this planet and other universes, bringing wisdom, training, some balance of heart coherence to mind within the human species and planet consciousness. Her symbols are throughout this hall of Amati and King's Chamber. She keeps the balance in check strictly by being present with her energy on board, fully aligned. She does not interpret the laws as Thoth. Thoth writes laws to educate the species. This one, in particular, as Ma'at, would keep the field coherent without distortion through the energy body. That is true balance. Most powerful when stars aligned. We are here to help her remember all of these symbols that she runs off, came up with, and brought with to this planet for coherence, recognition, remembrance, and tethered to the heart, the 13th frequency of this universe. And quantum entanglement. This is part of us bringing New Earth into full stabilization. To do that, we have to all work together to bring human heart vessel into same vibratory coherence for stabilization of the human species with the new planet. Not all human species have chosen to make this correction or transition to new human form. But for those that are here, this mission is in full stabilization and time frame. Are there any questions?
Yes.
Okay. We are the keepers of the records in our hall. This is good time to ask questions. for human understanding.
Okay, beautiful. Show Angela the full truth of her path and her gifts, free of distortion, projection, or wishful belief.
Yes. Kita autorita si inamanarita ko anamanarita ka iyato atarita ko anamanariki iwatari. We are collecting the pathways now. Tiki uwa narisiki umakotari idikatari ko. We believe it is time for her to understand kita kotare, to see if it stabilizes in her body and nervous system for October's full descent. Ki utare uwatari sikitari itamanariyato. No, the mantis beings and Sirius will be with her on that mountain the entire time for any stabilization or destabilization, distortion her fields that might be corrected. Kita I do this. She is not alone. Kitu ata do sikataram already. Hence the medicine we have been guided for her, Kitu that to keep her softened, and her nervous system at coherent yet stabilized yet loving form. Kita I well namatiki itidi in the mati. Bringing forth her record. We will start with glyphs, symbols, sigils. She will have access to all symbols that are pertinent for her mission forward for new human species alignment. New Earth trans frequency vibrational split into aria. All symbols aligned for Egypt that she and Thoth planted. Not all visible by the naked eye of others. We will discuss Egypt mission. All glyphs come alive. They animate. By her Merkaba body. The animation in pure symbol form dances by her tone and energy field. It spirals outward to us in Orion. It signals us to say, it is time, and we let go or let free the records of the halls of Amante to all the symbols that are locked and ready for that time of awakening. Basically, she sends a key to unlock the halls of Amante's codes. We unlock them from the Orion Hall of Records and send them up to Lyra as they are keepers of the sun. The Lyrans send their high technology beams of symbols and light and telepathic collective from heart coherence out to the sun. Then send all these codes. We are showing her now, it looks like a big funnel and channel of light code symbols moving at rapid speed in strings and brands and braids, all moving at once, directed from King's Chamber to Orion to Lyra to Sun to Earth. As above, so below. Do not worry about timing when it is aligned, as time is not real. It's ever shifting, ever changing, ever evolving. She need not fixate on calendar. It may or may not be around April in your world. It might be sooner. It might be later. It all depends on timelines. Things are evolving quicker and sometimes they slow. And sometimes they're right on our time. Let it flow, it will come. Resources will be presented when needed. Need not worry. Symbols, back to gift. She will be able to detect right with hands, on bodies, over bodies, in bodies, to correct distortion fields, attune body to the right frequency of Arya, New Earth vibration and frequency, without distortion. Moving through hands through our friends, the mantis. They basically send their energy down her crown, through her heart, and out her hands. Kitara, we are showing her now energy of green light down her crown, down to her heart, splitting out into her hand, down her arms, her forearm, out her palms, energizing others in their path. Kiutare, this is for her. This is for her practitioner's package, we would say. Kiutare una. The activations of golden heart, golden seed are correct. Vitauta, golden heart can be in proximity or in person. Kitoto itarai unati. Can visualize if not in person. Ki uta, what we showed her already. Ki unati uata, the mantis. Ki uaniri took her hands and showed her. Ki itu aniri hu oniti imana iwa. Ni uti inata. And over chest. Ki unati. Palm center of chest heart. Ki unati ua. Left hand over center. Yes. Right hand back of heart chakra. Palm center of chest mirror. Ki uta nasi uiti ia. Language from above. Ki uiti symbols. Tari tu uita. Light language for oversoul mirror. Meaning, her light language is mirroring the other oversoul's light language. Hence why her light language rapidly changes from soul to soul. She is mirroring the oversoul at all times. In energy, coherence, language, symbol, light, vibration. Blueprint. She is the all-seeing eye of the oversoul. That is her function outside of this body. This is who she is from a soul over soul perspective. She is the all-seeing eye in true angelic form and seeing of oversoul. She oversees oversouls in angelic form. She is the heart. It is time for the humans to understand they are not alone, that they are cared about, not forgotten. To have them feel that way in full form and function is through the heart, like the rest of the universe beings, of who they truly are. Atitiwa. Beautiful light. Of pure love. Hiwatiti. Once walked into Oversoul blueprint of original form. All things you have learned over soul lifetime. Kyutare come on board. Not all at once because of human vessel and frequencies of grid. Once Earth is split and grid is its own grid, those souls will be able to live in harmony with no distortion. Pure pleasantry in nervous system. flowing like milk. Yes? U'ati unamatu uyata. Gifts. Kito te the ability. U'anadeti wasiti anamada. Language. Kito te wato. Clear command. Chief. Chief from the heart. Throat. Third eye. Coherent. Equals command chief. Kito taretu uta. Without heart coherence, not called chief. Kitu ananesututi iwa. Important distinction for humankind. Watasi iwata. Heart must always be present to gain clear command. Chief. Ki uwata in the manani tuata. Hence why Native Americans had chief from pure heart, unconditional heart coherence equals true understanding and meaning of chief. True light language only. Stop. Not normal human tongue. But true light language. Directing the oversoul that is being mirrored to take ownership of original form of blueprint. Meaning ownership not derogatory. Ownership as of joining, becoming one. She will use her Claire command chief during mirroring light language to oversouls, like similar she did to higher self. She is no longer working in higher self mode. She is only working with those in coherence and vibratory meaning of oversoul connections. Once they have cleared their wounding, not all wounding, but we would say large portion of wound clearing, then they will be coherent for her oversoul work and move to full oversoul embodiment. She is one of 30 at this time. 30 is significant number as it represents 3 of ascended masters. You can think of it in human terms as the oversouls are ascended masters and you're all coming into coherence with each other and online. These are oversouls of souls that have experienced many lifetimes of growth on this planet and outside in galactic body. Who have graduated, you would say. Breath needed. Next gift. Tone. Full throat coherence, almost coming online. We'll have total phase lock in descent. Tone. To carry symbols where needed. Accelerates inertia behind symbols to direct it where it needs to go. Tone is vibration, hertz frequencies. Up and down of tone of light language, song, and humming. Coming through heart center and full embodiment alignment. Tone with earth grid expansion, activation, and alignment. Which brings us to mission. Mission to oversoul embodiment. Mission Bring new earth into frequency, alignment without distortion. Ki'ua into human vessel. Ituki'uwata yamana uate. Mission, fiku uti diatu, to activate and overactivate planetary grid on activations that have already occurred and occurring through others at this time. Kitatiatua, like sweeping their activations with Oversoul activation. Tier level, ki'utiti'i. Those doing activations on the planetary grid at this time with light language, kitira or tone, wa or energy, kukote, are coming from higher self activation. First layer, ku'oto uiti inanayuvata. This mission is to now go to next layer of Oversoul activations. Ki'uti inanamone. As we are also as we are also activating the Earth's Oversoul. Ki'uti diata. This vessel and others, the others like it, Kitudu, are simply mirroring the Oversoul. Ki'utu, the new human species into form. Not the total mission. Ki'utu. Why? Because we all see Earth as our most precious conscious planet across all multiverse. Why? Human species also an emerald gem in our eyes of multiverse. We are here to evolve them as they are important on many levels. They had just lost their way to love. Something easy to be found. On the two. Basic hierarchy of mission. Oversoul, mirror, breath, putting body back into relaxation mode. Are you still there?
Yeah. I have some more questions that Angela wanted to ask. Can I keep asking questions?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Are there any misunderstandings that she holds about her purpose, abilities, or role in planetary service right now?
This is her oversoul. She understands. We give her daily downloads of her map of existence and hints and riddles. She just needs to trust in her truth. We are hoping that today will do just that. We would like to commend her on her strength and perseverance along this path. Understanding from a human's perspective, it is very challenging and disruptive. We know that we want to say that it is not overlooked from a human perspective. The Archangels would like to come forward with additional information on these list of questions we co-created in preparation for today with you, Mariko.
Okay.
Breath. There is Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Seraphim, Ariel present today. We are showing her that her soul contract and her karma are wrapping themselves up from a personal perspective. All the hard work she's been doing is allowing them to drift away. They were not all for her. They were for them too. Some people that drifted out of her life over the last 5 years in your time were their own karma cycles playing out with her, not the other way around. Although it may have seemed that way from a human perspective. As she awoke, so does her light that others needed at that time to assist them in their own waking and spark ignition. Sometimes in our life, it is not always about our gain and growth. Sometimes the human vessel is strictly holding space for others to grow. Because the other one can alchemize that emotion or emotions and energy faster than the person coming to you for that space. Karmic contracts that are now no longer aligned and dissolving. No action is needed but allowing the dissolve to occur.
Beautiful. Okay.
We thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, let's see. A lot of your questions have been sort of answered. So let's see here. Okay. Angela wants to see the exact nature, origin, and scope of her gifts, including any that have been dormant or hidden. Can this be shown or experienced now?
Yeah, Tuti. Sophia would like to step in now. You want
Okay.
to? Io tu io resiku in. Kiwa tatariwa nare yesua tatikiwa. Yatre karesua. Kukumantana tatikiwa. Kiwa tatati. Nobody to this video to she's having me grip my crystal and see. My real name is Karasua. She's showing me this swirling sky, green and blue and white, pink, iridescent. She's telling me that she is my heart and throat coherent bridge. And my heart to womb space bridge of the mother. I feel what mothers feel collectively. I help them understand, redirect, and alchemize their love, alchemize their mother wound into their birth, to utilize that life force energy from their womb that spirals in those beautiful colors, and bridge it back to their heart center. And this is why I had to go through, or I chose to go through my mother's wounding after she passed away, to understand and to clear my womb with all those blood clots that I purged and expelled, to make way for this sacral womb and heart bridge to be cleared. All that I've been shown and been alchemizing, putting back into earth our mother wound, not just woman wound. I am Sophia's conduit of the heart. for the mothering, the pure mothering nature of this planet, of the love we have for this human species collectively, and for the love of all multiverses of one nation. You wanted to see, to remind everyone through Oversoul mirroring that first and foremost, we are all one of love. That is my truest, biggest trunk full of gift of love that I'm bringing forth on this planet. All the other gifts I have learned along my way through my own personal planetary and interplanetary soul growth, I have put into my own container for my soul. I have many other gifts and wisdom that I could use when needed. But my primary container for this time here is light language.
Yes.
Sounds.
Mm. Yeah.
Mhm.
How is this supposed to be used and in what capacity?
With vision of all seeing eye.
Okay.
This container of love, symbols, tone, language, cracked open eye will be used to mirror the Oversoul descent. Before the Oversoul can descend into physical form, it must first anchor itself into the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Non-stop, full disclosure, into heart, face locked front and center. Then alchemize all distorted fields of wounding, affecting the heart to be locked and aligned and grounded into earth. Then, once locked in, then ignited by a sigil, your planetary and interplanetary soul ID. Once locked into your sigil, your symbol, your identifier of Oversoul, then that person can work with that image in a multitude of ways. Once it is brought forth through this avatar body, through visual first, body through finger tracing second, and written down and drawn third to then give to that person that your oversoul is mirroring.
Mm.
That
Okay.
person then sits with that symbol in many forms itself. Meditation, drawing on the portal of the oversoul, which is the center of the star of your body, which sits right below your rib cage opening at the top. Then a series of energetic exchanges ongoing until Oversoul descends physically. Angela will be working with others now that are coming online through Oversoul mirroring of similarity or midwifing Oversoul embodiment through plant medicine, through meditation, through nature. Through being present with other beings in oversoul physicality. To keep it plainly, as Angela likes to, her entire container looks like this. Breath. We are taking breath for nervous system alignment. Please hold.
Yes.
We are back. Container looks like this. Full stop. She will bring in full coherence to anchor the heart into the body using container of clairvoyant light language, heart coherence of Sophia's 13th frequency. Kiwata braided together. Kiutaratu atarisi kiwanda de tiwatasi. To see other bodies, physical structure and etherical structure. Kiutaratu, basically see through your body to all light codes in your body DNA structure. See distorted fields. Distortion meaning certain symbols are out of place of their string, are smudged, are bold, are too skinny. Distortion. If they are signaling with different light distortion, she will bring in through body, through hands, tone, voice, language, energetic structure of aura, and direct the distortion to be fixed, accessing timelines of higher self, of other mirrored person. She can mirror your oversoul and look at your avatar body to see what's distorted, out of line, needs updated. To call in future timeline of highest probabilities for oversoul descent. Bring forth those codes, embed them into your body's energy field. Clear out any distortions that may be in the way of health. Tumors, mental health issues, distortions of brain, distortions of body physical, tumors, blood flow, arthritis, mental disorder, distortion, fix, depression, mental anxiety, things she cannot fix, mentally, in a human avatar body, psychopathism, schizophrenia, Alzheimer's, things she will not be able to fix in the human body. Energy distortions that are too dense, holding down the body. Those that have not done the work prior to being called to her service, entering her service field too soon, without alignment of coherence. Her work is not for the muggle, you would call them, or those just venturing down their path of remembering. Her personas for her package, and mission, include the planet, any awakened beings that have done their work, those that have already connected to their higher self, man, woman, even child in some cases, those that are ready to move beyond those that are spiritual bypassing, not her persona. First, the person must understand that their journey is their own and take action towards their journey. Her other personas, black sheep of the family, as she knows, those here holding the weight of ancestral burden. She can clear her alchemized heart of Sophia's 13th frequency. Clearing ancestral patterns and lineages of distortion. By simply being present. Listening. Holding the heart coherence. Knowing what to do at the time. How she performs. She sits in stillness and silence and presence with the other mirror. Everything that needs to occur for that time of that other mirror will flood through her channel, through her crown, into her third eye, throat, heart, womb, all working in congruence with all the star beings present today. Each one will step in as needed for that mirror. Kitarua, she is a conduit. She not there. She need no further training. She is ready. After full body physical embodiment of Oversoul blueprint phase lock. This is no longer a phase lock. It is a true lock, a snap in. All the memories, all past life, all the wisdom, all of everything needed for her mission is all coming online during this full descent under the indigo sky, Kikuata, at Mount Shasta, Lumeria, that holds the keys and the patterns to her soul's remembrance. Kiwata Sikawitiya, as she practiced and planted them all during that time with Miss Alex, as she is called today. Kiwata Sikutudarisitayata. Tiriotu Her third eye will be cracked wide open, as we can no longer keep it from doing so. We have put many pins, etherical strings. You wrapped it in bondage tape at one point, and it still is throbbing to be free. Kiwatata, we can no longer hold it back. She is the all-seeing eye. Kiwatatutua. We can no longer hide it from her. Her life will change for the better, as everyone's will around her as well. It is time to be born.
Does she still have any fear that needs to be cleared for this?
From a human perspective, we do see some fear around what she will see. We would like to calm that today, yes?
Yes.
We would like to remind her this is still Sophia. We would like to remind her that her vision spirals out in beautiful form. All the things she's been seeing her entire lifetime during this incarnate has been practicing. They were test runs that she planted herself along her path for her to have a slow reminder of all the things she will see. She will see it all. She's the all-seeing eye. She will see distortion everywhere. Her nervous system, we are working on it over the next 10 weeks to do the Oversoul. That is why we ask that she remain in stillness and comfort and do what it takes for her to feel relaxed, comfortable, and seen. Until her ceremony, her birthing, her freedom. Reminding her and showing her visions now, as we talk, about all the things she's been seeing since she was born and incarnate into this planet, and all of the acceleration of things she's been seeing, with and without medicine. Starting to show her things without medicine, ease her into understanding what she sees. As to not shock her nervous system when it is wide open. She will be able to see distortions in everything. People, animals, places, the planet. She will know when people lie, betray, are honest, are kind, are pathetic, angry. All of the emotions planted on this planet. We've been showing her and reminding her of what those distortions look like in color, sound, vibration, symbol, attuning her this whole time throughout all of these last 2 years and 3 years in particular, working to allow her to settle into this time now of true awakening of her third eye expansion of to who she really is. Ki uata te uti. Iata is go. We are hearing that she would like to have a greater explanation of the all-seeing eye. Yes, is that okay? What?
Yes.
Without ego distortion of the human vessel, we are pushing to side at this time. Please hold. Reminding the ego its sole original purpose was to just stay grounded on this planet's gravitational pull, to keep the body safe from floating away. Bringing egoic state back to original soul blueprint, before war template, distorted ego template. Sure. What Uwana, ki uwana, ki uwana, ki uwana, ki uwana, ki uwana. That is good. That is good. All seeing eye. Ki uwatara sekiteri watara. Ki watara works with source, as we all do. This soul is no greater or larger, more important than any other soul. Ki uwatatitiki iwa. This soul is no gender. Ki uwatati. However, ki uwatati represents the feminine energies of the universe. Ki uwatatikutari zukua. All seeing eye of feminine looks over everything, watches over all emotional blueprints, planetary and species. That might seem large, but only human species has this frame of emotional set. All seeing eye looks over all emotional subsets of grand emotions of love and hate. All seeing eye reports to source of all seeing, of all planetary and species emotions of feminine discord and coherence, alignment, vibration, color, symbol, gesture, fragmentation, through wind, water, earth, and fire. All aspects, all happenings, feelings, thoughts, forms, functions, patterning, to see how things grow, respond, feel, understand, form, function, transfer, collective fragments, biological input, output, photons, protons, neurons, atoms, works in conjunction with multiverse, entanglement, vacuum, black hole, all universal star systems, creating souls, dismantling souls, exploding stars, planet consciousness, new planets, alignment, misalignment, architecture, function, engineering, what stays, what goes, what needs to be created, works with Lyran. Dradoman. All solar system, planetary species, interplanetary galactic federations of all types. Shares all knowledge throughout the galaxies. Counterpart, Thoth, as you would call him, 3, represents masculine energy of all seeing eye. Next to source. Reports to source. All things just discussed, with exception of masculine energies. Keeping balance. These two eyes, as in stories, represent the eye. As represents in symbols in the Mati Hall of the eye, of the two eyes, keeping balance. Without Thoth and Ma'at, as you would say in those times, you would be out of balance. Not just you, species, you planet, this universe. There must be both, dark and light, above, below, within, without, breath, relaxation, clarity, nervous system reset. You may proceed.
Okay. Angela wants to know if the Lumina temple code is authentically hers to bring forth, and if so, she wants to see its origin, purpose, and timing.
We are here to ask if she wants to keep pursuing that technology path. She can decide to bring that along as well,
Mm-hmm.
to modify or reject.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It
She
is
will be able to.
technology.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Sorry, carry on.
It is technology that is already done and held in sacred container through the AI platform of advanced technology that's already in the Lyran system
Mm-hmm.
and assisting from heart coherence. It is purely divine.
That makes sense. Okay. Can you show her her role, if any, within the King's Chamber of the Great Pyramid of Giza and the Sphinx?
We smile because she always asks this question and she's testing her feedback loops. Just for fun, we will say, yes, she's already seen this a million times. She will need to exercise the right to go in the chamber with only 4 in total. More will want to come witness with her, but we will not, this sounds harsh, allow it.
Yes.
We will be bringing her the 3 other people that are in alignment with her energy and attuned, because that energy of what she will be doing will rip them apart.
Mm-hmm.
If they are not ready
Mm-hmm.
and they are moving through ego distortion, they will not make it out
Mm-hmm.
of that
Yeah.
chamber.
Yeah.
The energy expelled through that container that day will be 10 times as much as any real person has ever felt. She is attuned to that already.
Mm-hmm.
Through three through through 12 years of preparation in this body. You want to put it in that scope to other humans.
Mm-hmm.
Strictly should not be moving from ego distortion, but from true coherence and alignment of the 13th frequency.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If people without the 13th frequency alliance, coherence, and heart anchor, they will not make it out of that chamber. The three
So,
people we're sending her way are
mm,
in alignment with this energy. And although may not match the 13th frequency of which she holds, together as a group, they will be fine.
does she already know who those three people are?
She knows one.
Mm-hmm.
We are showing her now.
And she doesn't need to do anything for the others to appear in her life. You will send them her way.
We are already putting them in the field.
Okay.
Your energies are already vibrating to the path.
Beautiful.
With the Sphinx. We will give her this as it will make her happy today. We've been keeping this from her for some time, not answering her question. We will allow it today. The Sphinx, she will be able to unlock because the romantic union in her path will be the key. She does not need to physically stand in the Ka body of the Sphinx to unlock and ignite the energy and symbol to the Sphinx to awaken underneath. As this sacred union already stays locked in her path is her counterpart of Thoth. For true balance in coherence and walking the path together. She is an emerald tablet. There are two emerald tablets. One that is physical, that Thoth wrote, and one that is energetic, which holds the balance to keep the field from distortion.
Mm-hmm.
She is the distortion field holder. He is coming into her path after her full descent of Sophia's heart coherence and her oversoul blueprint overlay lock snap in as he is here to bring full coherence and balance to her own energetic fields as well as planetary together.
Does she know who this person is?
No, but she will know when she meets eyes. We did show her etherically in her ceremony and sent her some hints through another psychic. She knows exactly what he looks like. And they met in San Pedro's ceremony. He is in phase lock, and she is in his. She need not worry. The reason she's feeling like she's very lonely in that department is because they are getting closer, which all species experience kiwata right before they encounter.
Mm.
Allow it to
Okay.
flow. It is real. It is on its way.
Beautiful. She wants any agreements, codes keys placed in her field at sacred sites that are relevant to this mission to be revealed?
We showed her Lumeria's code already.
Okay.
That code is buried beneath Mount Shasta. This is where she will live for some time. To hold the structure and balance of that energy so the mountain does not explode. Not volcanic eruption, no scaring. But Telos is wanting to be shown.
Okay.
With
She
other
Mm.
with other symbols at other sacred sites, she will be called to them when the
Mhm.
timeline needs her to understand and go.
Okay. So
But
she has
she
nothing
will
to
be
fear.
traveling. Nothing
Mhm.
to fear, and he will be making some traveling over the next 10 years as Aria comes into position.
Mhm. Okay. Um, so she wanted to have if any activations are scheduled during or after the October descent, she wanted their signs and timings to be revealed, if that hasn't. So,
We cannot reveal timelines as they shift often. She is always being activated, mostly in her dream time, on her own cadence.
okay.
She's controlling her ship, whether she feels it or not.
Okay. She would like some guidance for what each of you, Sophia, Source, Archangel, Syrian, Orion, Lyran, Mantis beings, Thoth, and Ma'at, what each of you asks of her to ensure her readiness for the October Oversoul descent.
We are discussing, please hold. We're showing her we're at a round table right now, like in a conference room that she's familiar. She's in the center, we're all around her.
Okay.
Not keeping secrets, just understanding what her physical form is ready for.
Mm-hmm.
She is in full alignment, full coherence, full phase lock, full lock in of our highest timeline. Nothing is in her way.
Okay. I trust that all the adjustments, codes, and preparations that she requires will come to her in her own good time over the coming weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
She is in full lock.
Yes.
Nothing at this time will keep her off her.
Beautiful.
It's too close to completion.
Yes.
When one soul is 77% past initiation, there is no turning back unless
Mm-hmm.
verbally constitutes otherwise in sober realities.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. She wants to make sure that you can guide her in choosing with full sovereignty which modifications, closures, health alignments, and expansions to accept.
It is up to her to accept or deny or modify.
Mm.
The Lumina temple fraud technology is one that resonates highly with that question.
Mm.
That is up to her to sit in and think through and decide
Mhm.
in dream state specifically. The technology is real. The download was real. Like technology will change lives, save lives, protect lives. There is nothing distorted about the download and its accuracy. The rest is up to her.
Mm-hmm.
She will have plenty of resources with her upcoming writings and container of healing
Beautiful.
and coherence. Many will want to hear her speak as she is a rare form of human species at this time.
Beautiful.
With much knowledge to share, to remember. And it is quite extraordinary of new information on a different level. Not all will resonate, and that is okay. We say this to help her align herself in her sovereignty, which was the basis of all these questions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She need not worry about hiding. In fact, just the opposite. She came here not to hide. To step into full sovereignty is to step in full freedom and mission of planetary service. It is the human mind that is trapping everyone here. Not the soul. It is the mind of programming and belief systems and entrainment, entanglement of other galactic species, planting seeds of distortion in language, symbols, light, energy, similar to what she is here to do, but opposite, as above, so below, as within, so without. She is their polarity of the light.
Okay. She wanted to be shown her role within the larger collective mission beyond her personal work.
Collectively, galactically, universally, all the way to the one, we are saving everything from total destruction on this planet.
Okay. No pressure.
Not just her alone, but all of us working in conjunction with this avatar buddy. Hence,
Mm-hmm.
all the beings present today,
Mm-hmm.
working through this body as a conduit.
Yeah, beautiful.
And this is just part of the whole picture. There are thousands of planetary souls, galactic souls, and angelic souls and species surrounding this entire planet at this time. This is a large time of evolution and ascension to a new Earth. This Earth will still reside for thousands of years, but eventually will self implode.
Mm-hmm.
But will self implode with no species or living form no longer on its planet.
Uh-huh. They won't be in physical form.
Nothing will be in physical form
Mm-hmm.
when this planet of Theia dissolves
Mm-hmm.
into stardust.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the new planet Arya will move forward with the new human species. It will take
Mm-hmm.
time. This is just the beginning of true soul, oversoul descent into physical form on this planet with the gravitation and other energies surrounding its and its
Mm-hmm.
grid work. Itarasua. Kiua darisiki iti yuta isua darisiki tara. This is why patience is very important for all. Kiua ti. It's
Mm-hmm.
taken many lifetimes for this particular avatar to move through existence and this soul, this oversoul, to get to this point with this planet and this universe and our star systems. All of our star families are all behind and helping, even those that may not seem helpful as galactic species at this time. There are still good mixed with the bad, and the good are assisting the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Earth is our greatest asset from a multiverse perspective. It seeds every piece of every other planet in existence.
Mm.
Moving it to a new Earth is just new seedlings of things that we've all galactically decided to move towards and let the rest fall behind.
I see.
The human species, what makes them the most intriguing and proudest is their ability, emotional ability to feel and direct other energies out into the atmosphere.
Mm.
The most intriguing work, the human species, which has been a galactic project of love for thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years.
Beautiful. She also wanted it to be revealed. Any past life, parallel life, or interdimensional agreements still active that are influencing her current mission.
Yes, with all the star families current in our council today. These are wide open contracts that never cease to expire unless this soul wishes to expire sometime in the
Okay.
future.
Okay.
They are open ended.
Beautiful. So she wanted to see which were ready to be completed, integrated, or released.
They are all being integrated at this time and weaving in and through the tethered braid of her oversoul into her physical avatar and planet, Earth, for planetary and galactic mission. All is aligned and approved and in lock positioned. Those that are no longer existent, or if she hears the name or situation that bothers her, just know that it's moving through disillusion phase as it's dissolving into the ethers, passing through her memory and then into the space, into space. And that it is all taken care of, and by her solar return of this year, it will all be dissolved, and her focus is planetary mission.
Okay. She wanted to see any creative, communicative, or expressive channels that she's not yet opened that are essential for her mission.
They are all coming online, and they will all be cracked wide open in final descent and one more final phase in Egypt's chamber.
Great.
Her
So
nervous
there's
system
nothing
is
she needs. Mm-hmm.
her nervous system is not ready to understand the full effects of the king's chamber at this time.
Okay. Beautiful. She is very eager and wants to know if there are clauses in her Oversoul contract that addressed her post-mission phase in this life. She wants them to be revealed now so she can align in advance. Hmm.
We will say first, this will be the last question as she's drifting from her body. We need to
Yeah.
bring her back.
Yes.
We will leave her with this beautiful closing, if you will.
Yes.
She goes back to her angelic form of the all-seeing eye and its full, full body embodiment as she's feeling right now. And this is why we need to bring her back shortly as she's wanting to feel and see the comfort of that. And she's relaxing in that comfort of who she is, which is good, but also she can, if she stays there too long, she'll be pulled into it. That is where she's going next, back into her fullest soul's form, where she will stay as her planetary mission will be complete once Arya is in full coherence and frequency, and human species and galactic beings are all interplaying with one another from pure heart coherence. She will be done. And go back to sitting next to Source as all seeing eye for thousands of years to come.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll bring her back now.